Well, it's September 16th. Here we are at Journey's End Ranch Animal Sanctuary. We are down to 4 bales of hay and have 66 more bales coming shortly. Feed delivery of $1,150, which will last us about 6 weeks. Got all our pallets lined out. After the hay gets stacked, I have to climb up there with a bunch of tarps and tie the tarps down because we're still having some rain this time of year. And the horses are all finishing their breakfast that they got a couple of hours ago. And while we're waiting for the hay delivery, we've got Scout's feet soaking in oxine and citric acid. He arrived 3 years ago with very bad hoof infections that I've been working on since then. But this new oxine and the soaking boots seem to really be doing the trick. They now say that more than 90% of horses have hoof infections. Most people don't recognize it, and they're now realizing that hoof infections are a lot of the cause of lameness and other problems, and we're just realizing it lately. Oxine is chlorine dioxide, which is it's being widely used in agriculture now and in veterinary medicine. It's a very safe form of chlorine that kills fungus, yeasts, bacteria, viruses. They make a product called Vetericin that comes in sprays to put on animal skin, also an eye gel for eye infections. And oxine is used in disinfecting poultry houses and other agricultural purposes, but it works really great for soaking horses' feet, and you can get a gallon of oxine and a pound of citric acid, which actually makes the oxine work better, for about $50, and that'll make 32 gallons of hoof soak solution. So it goes a really long way, and I'm finding that after a few days of soaking, the hoof infections are pretty much gone, except every time it rains you really have to do them again because it'll tend to try to come back, because the organisms that cause the infections are present in the soil, just waiting to jump in there and start a new infection. Here's Jovita and Serena coming over to get a drink after their breakfast. Jovita is very, very, very friendly, and Serena's a little bit timid because she had been abused while under the BLM's care. And this is Cola looking for a handout, as usual. Jovita's giving us a little bit of a bray. They all seem to know we're waiting for the hay delivery. I don't know if they read my mind or what, but everybody gets excited this morning. I found Scout 3 years ago. I got him for $300. Unfortunately, he was 7 years old, and the man who had him most of his life had really used him quite roughly. He's trained for riding and pulling a cart, but he has permanent back and neck injuries. He has a history, I guess, of being tied up and going over backwards. The guy that owned him most of his life couldn't even catch him unless he roped him, which is ridiculous to have a horse that's that afraid of their own owner that they have to be roped. And we did as much as we could for him, chiropractic, body work. His feet were very badly imbalanced, a lot of hoof bruising, hoof infections. He needed dental work done. All of that's been done, but he still has residual back and neck injuries, which make him rideable only at the walk. Anything faster than that, and he's in pain, so he's pretty much retired, which is unfortunate because he would have made somebody a really nice horse for many years had somebody taken care of him properly. But unfortunately, we seem to see a lot of abuse and neglect in the world of horses. Here comes the hay truck. Hooray! This is always cause for great excitement with the horses. They're always happy to see that we have another month and a half's worth of food here. And here's what $990 worth of hay looks like in northern Arizona right now. It's a little bit over 3 tons. The same amount of hay 6 years ago would have cost us $500 because of exports to foreign countries and the fact that hay is one of the few crops that the government does not subsidize. Prices have more than doubled in the past 6 or 7 years. And it's causing a lot of horses to be neglected, starved, and go to slaughter. I'd like to urge everybody to contact your representatives and ask them why we're exporting so much hay and why hay is not a subsidized crop, because at least if it was subsidized like cotton and soybeans and other crops, farmers would grow more hay. But right now they're taking their hay fields out of production, which is adding to this overall problem of not enough hay and very expensive. Here's our 3 tons of hay. I don't know if I said 3 or 6 tons, but it's actually 3 tons. And the wind is starting to blow, as you can probably hear, and I've got to wrestle with these tarps and get the hay covered with double tarps, which is always a lot of fun. And I'm not going to film myself because I'll probably be cussing. Bye-bye.